Yes. Yes, you could also fast with using your herbs, and this can be a really very effective method of fasting because you have herbs that can do so much. Herbs can do so much, you know. Um, Herbs can work to help to cleanse the cell, get the kidneys working properly, you know, get that lymph system going. So you could fast with your herbal teas, and you could incorporate your herbal teas um, with your when you during your juice. So you could do your juices with your herbal teas or your herbal capsules. You could even do your herbal teas with with a water fast. You know, combine them. You know, you could do that. Use your herbs. And also for raw foods, you could also be on your raw food diet and taking your herbs to help to for maximum benefit in terms of, you know, cleansing the body, and also helping to repair cells and rejuvenating, you know, revitalizing your body. So you could fast with your herbs. I will always say, depending on what it is that you're trying to cure. But for most illnesses, give yourself at least a 30-day period, because sometimes we try and we give up too quickly, and we say, oh, this is not working. But sometimes it seems that it's getting worse before it gets better. And then I will look at some detox symptoms a little bit later, because sometimes when the body is detoxifying itself, and when the body is actually ridding itself of a lot of junk, you know, that's when most of us give up, because we say, okay, this is just making me worse. I'm not getting any better. When in fact it's the detox symptoms, and it's because the body is actually ridding itself of certain, you know, of certain things, and these symptoms are coming out, and sometimes we get scared and we think, oh my gosh, this isn't working, you know. So give yourself at least a 30-day period, whether you're doing capsule teas, whichever method you're using. At least at a 30-day period, you should begin to see some change if it's working, and then you use that as a marker to say, okay, you will go how much further you think you will go, depending on what progress you have made. And for the thing about using herbs is that different people will have different results, and sometimes there is a different because of that, there's a different activation dosage, so to speak, for different people. So always, if you're doing capsules, always start with the minimum amount. You know, if go with whatever is, you know, on whatever formula that you bought. You know, follow the instructions according to what's there. If you make your own formula and it's off of a particular formula, you go along with the dosage of the original formula. That's what I would recommend. If you're coming up with your own concoction, you know, at least start, and you're doing capsule, at least start with your two capsules a day, and you do that for a few days. You see what's happening, and based on if you're seeing results or not, then you might up it a notch, and you would take it up a bit until you start seeing results where you could say, okay, really, I am really seeing active results from, you know, the medication that I am taking, right? But you know, because what you find is that herbs, you will not herbs generally do not, you won't have side effects from most herbs. Some herbs, you know, they will have some neurotic effects, on the body. And so for in general, I would say just start with the minimum dosage. If you're doing herbal teas as a part of your as a part of your cleansing, and your repairing and detoxing and so forth. I mean, even taking it over a 30-day period will not bring any significant harm for most of the herbs, the more general herbs that you would use. So you could have those in your teas, and you have your water to go along with that. So that's what I would say. Just if you're making your herbs off a particular formula and it's the same ingredients, and just go along with the dosage of the original formula. So that's it for herbs.